Hello everybody and welcome to your Chiron Retrograde Tarot reading. I have created a timestamp for each sign. Chiron will go retrograde on July 4th or 5th, just depending on where you live, and will remain that way until December 8th of 2018. So Chiron is currently in Aries, but it is going to retrograde back into Pisces. It will be in Pisces in September, I believe, and then by February it will have moved back into Aries since it goes direct in December. So we have Neptune retrograde right now, and Neptune is all about the illusions coming down, right? And Neptune is retrograding in Pisces. It's, home sign. So here comes Chiron back around to offer healing from those illusions that have been, becoming apparent or will becoming apparent over the next several months. For those of you who like the interactive option of choosing additional advice, I have Native Spirit, Advancing Life, and Conscious Spirit to offer you more spiritual guidance and advice about the healing that will be taking place for you while Chiron is retrograde. And I have also left you links for the Neptune in retrograde and Mars retrograde readings I've done if you haven't watched those yet, because what's in there is going to play into this reading as well. We have like so many planets going retrograde, and we actually Uranus is going to go retrograde in August, and then we're going to have Mercury go retrograde, but Jupiter is returning direct through all of this crazy chaos. So anyways, I will start with Sagittarius. If you are a different sign, go to your timestamp, and after you have viewed your reading, if you feel led to get additional guidance, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck you feel most led to. Hello, Sagittarius. So I am going to pull a house card to see where Chiron is offering you the most healing. This swoop back around into Pisces. All right, I feel like it is this one right here. Oh, look at that, Sagittarius. This is 12th house. This is the house of Pisces. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces right now, and now here comes Chiron to join Neptune in Pisces. So this might be pretty powerful for you guys, and a lot of like life review. There's going to be a lot of things bubbling up from the surface for you guys during this retrograde period. Like I said, this goes all the way till December. So the healing and the change is very subtle. It's something that slowly opens and happens over time. It's not a faster moving planet like Mercury or Venus, okay? So Sagittarius, this is 12th house. This is any area of your life, really. It's where you've been focusing the most. It's a big life lesson, part of your life journey, deep, deep healing. And if you have not watched your Neptune retrograde, I would highly recommend it, just because you have Chiron highlighting this 12th house for you guys. So let's see what area within you Chiron is offering healing for. Oh, right there. Oh, look at here. We have Saturn, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So Saturn is our great teacher, right? The planet of karma. And Saturn is currently retrograde in the 10th house in Capricorn. So you are receiving healing in your 10th house energy, but also some really heavy life lessons that you've been dealing with for some time, that you might just feel incredibly stuck, like, man, am I ever going to push through this? Am I ever going to get over this? Am I ever going to get beyond this? I feel like I've done everything I could possibly do, inside and out, like, throw me a bone. And here comes Chiron to release those final grips of a Saturn attached to this 12th house, which again is deep, deep stuff inside of you. Sagittarius. This is probably like very intense, honestly. Let's pull some tarot. And it's, even though I say it's intense, remember, this is a slow moving energy. So it's something that will take place over time from now through December. And by December, Saturn will be direct and Neptune will also be direct, okay? So any 10th house, 12th house energy is being healed for you guys. Externally, out in your world, and then internally, just these really heavy, harder life lessons that you've been dealing with. Finally, like, you're freed from that grip. Okay. Yes, because look here, we have Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. We have the Four of Wands. This is happiness. This is celebration. This is movement for Sagittarius. So we have a definite card of movement in the mental body, in the emotional body, things improving, moving out of the darkness, out of the heaviness, because again, we're finally getting it. We're able to connect the dots as Chiron comes through to offer you more healing. All right, you can connect the dots, and where you may have felt really victimized about a certain experience or trauma, with Chiron coming around, you know, you might finally come into the perception of seeing how that experience has truly shaped you and grown you, and how much stronger you are now and ready to move forward, because Saturn makes you very, very wise. And also rewards you, okay? The planet of karma. And this is happiness. This is celebration for Sagittarius. And here, the Seven of Wands. We end feeling elevated, you know, that we have achieved something. And we are happy. So I really like this energy for you guys. And looky here. It just turned 444. So, yeah, 4 right in the middle of your reading, that is stability right there. So, Sagittarius, this Chiron retrograde can be something very special for you guys, to help you with the heavier life lessons that you've been dealing with attached to this 12th house. A lot of you, it could be like just... man, with either one of these, I know Saturn is 10th house, but this is what's activated inside of you. And 12th house is, you know, the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater power. It's like your destiny, just your life lessons, your blueprint, all kinds of stuff, the ending, the completion. And Saturn is the teacher, the planet of karma. So Sagittarius, this could really be any area of your life. Where have you been in the struggle? Where has Saturn really been growing you? Because now we finally received the reward. We received the achievement, the ability to finally move forward, where we feel elevated, we feel wiser, we feel better, we feel stronger, we feel powerful. So, you know, healing isn't always a feel-good thing. So, you know, during this process, remember that, but know that it's leading you to greater stability and happiness, where you want to celebrate life more than you feel angry and disappointed and all of those things. So really nice energy for Sagittarius, wrapping up. And I love this is the 12th house, because Chiron goes direct in December, which is the 12th month. So I'm like, this is a really nice way to wrap up the energy of your year. So those are your messages, Sagittarius, for Chiron going retrograde for you guys. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp of the deck you are most drawn to. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? I'm going to pull a card here to see what area of your life Chiron is bringing healing. And remember, this is from now till December, so this is a very slow process. It's not something that's just like bam right there. It's a slow process, and by December you will see how much healing and progress you've truly made. Okay, so you guys have the 7th house. So this is about relationships for Capricorn. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So these aren't just, you know, like acquaintances. These are important people to you. And Chiron is coming through to do a cleansing and purification of any energies and traumas and heartaches that, you know, are still existing within you in, you know, any significant relationship of your life. So 7th house for Capricorn. Let's see what area within you Chiron is offering healing. All right, so we have Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So Capricorn, with these two cards paired up, with Neptune being retrograde, which brings the illusion down, Uranus is about to join that party in August, and it's gonna retrograde back into Aries. Okay, so it's been in Taurus for like a second, but it's about to go back into Aries, and Chiron is in Aries and about to go back into Pisces. So this is life review, right? And for you guys, it's all about your significant relationships across the board. And with Uranus showing up, it's like you're gonna, during this span until December, you're gonna really start seeing people for who and what they truly are. You're not gonna be able to turn away from it, okay? It's just gonna be in your face. And also, who you are in all your relationships, what you give, what you offer, where you're strong, where you're weak, where you need to grow and expand and change, and, you know, where others need to meet you halfway, and, you know, people that need to now leave your life. It's just all about your significant relationships from now till December as far as this healing goes, Capricorn. So there could definitely be some reconnections, you know, to friends that you've lost touch with, family members that maybe you've had disagreements with in the past, you know, ex-romances, things like that. It's a healing. If you are in a significant relationship and romantically, and you and your partner just, you know, have been in a big time struggle, maybe things from the past are just not seeing eye to eye, Chiron can literally come in and fix this for you. Okay, if you both are open to that healing energy, because Chiron is the healer and the mender, so it does restore relationships. Okay, it absolutely restores relationships. And look at the cards that flew out for you guys. So we have the Three of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, and now we have this Knight of Wands. So Capricorn, what I see here is, you know, where there is a lot of heartache attached to, you know, very long-term relationships, people that are your soulmate, maybe even who you consider to be your twin flame. All right, there's a deep review and healing taking place, and what I feel is part of your healing is you haven't been seeing people for who and what they truly are. Like, you've been looking at them through the eyes of love, and through all these retrograde energies and Chiron coming in, it's like you're truly seeing people for who they are. And you're realizing in the situations where you were maybe wrong and you were too hard and too harsh, and where you want to mend and make apologies. And you're also realizing where people have been, you know, bad to you and harsh to you, and you even want to heal that. All right, it's not so much maybe that you want to reconnect with that particular person. Some of you wouldn't mind an apology, but it's more like you don't want to hurt about it anymore. Like, you're ready to take, you know, all of this negative energy, trauma, hurt, and heartache that you've experienced in all relationships, and purify it, turn it back into something sweet and beautiful, and like invest your time and your energy into the sweeter side of relationships, you know, the support, the love, the laughter, the fun times, everything that comes along with having a relationship with somebody, and you end up really wanting deeper connections by the end of the year. You're like, you know what? If you aren't in this with me, like, you're not willing to invest your time, energy, and effort into me and give me, you know, true emotion, genuineness, and, you know, have fun with me, experience life with me, then I don't want it. Like, you're not worth it. You're not worth my time. You're not worth my energy. So Capricorn, you guys, it's all about your significant relationships. There's great healing and awakening coming for you guys over the next several months. So keep that in mind. If you have not checked out your Neptune and your Mars, I highly recommend. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck you are most drawn to. Hello, Aquarius. How are you guys? I'm going to pull a card here to see what area of your life Chiron is offering you the most healing. And oh, look at here. We have the first house, Aquarius. So Chiron is offering you guys a lot of healing when it comes to yourself, how you see yourself, how you perceive other people see you and view you and what they think of you. This, like, if you were ever bullied or somebody's just really been making you feel bad about yourself, putting you down, all of that, you know, is being addressed with this Chiron retrograde. And since this is from now till December, this is a very slow moving energy. This healing takes place over time. So it's good to maybe scribble down on a piece of paper today how you're feeling and what you're thinking about yourself. And then in December, revisit that and think of everything that's happened between July and December and how much stronger and more empowered you feel inside of yourself, okay? Because Chiron is offering you healing on your self-esteem, your self-worth, the way you see yourself, what you're willing to put into yourself and do for yourself, the way that you present yourself to others, and what you allow them to see, what you want them to see, okay? So big time first house healing for Aquarius being offered by Chiron. Let's go ahead and pull a card to see what area specifically inside of you Chiron is offering healing. Wow, look at this. Is the sun. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. So even though the sun is the ruler of Leo 5th house, just because this is showing up with this first house energy, this is truly all about you, Aquarius, and your self-worth, your self-esteem, knowing you're a rock star, like not settling for less. It's a huge, big-time empowerment. And that's what I said before I pulled this card, is like empowerment, feeling powerful. And the sun here, yellow, that's third chakra, solar plexus, which is all about your power, your strength, your confidence, your empowerment, right? So, wow, Aquarius, big time healing to self, perception of self, and washing away any negative opinions that you have collected and started taking on as your own belief because somebody has said that to you before, like in the past, you know, made you feel bad about yourself somehow, some way. And sometimes just being rejected repeatedly can cause that, right? Or even rejection once from somebody that you really thought things were going to work out with. And you're like, whoa, I never saw that coming. So let's pull some tarot. Oh, yeah, because look, here's the first card out. On this side, this is where we're kind of trapped in our mind. There's a lot of thoughts that are blocking us and preventing us from our success and prosperity and happiness, but they're not true, all right? And on this side, do you see the sun coming over the mountain? How beautiful is that? You're finally seeing yourself, Aquarius, in the mirror for who and truly what you are, and you're seeing the beauty of yourself, okay? And everything's coming up. Like, you didn't realize certain things bothered you. You're like, I thought I was over this. I thought I, you know, already fix this, but you're coming to a place to realize, no, that was still a part of me. That was still existing in my subconscious, which is my belief system ultimately. And Chiron's, you know, yanking it up to the surface, and you're realizing it. You're realizing that you still carry it around, okay? So, Aquarius, this is a 9 and a 10. So, we are ready to have a complete paradigm shift in the way that we view and perceive ourselves, and what we think of ourselves, and what we think ourselves capable of achieving. Chiron is offering all of that to you. It's like the sun is rising for Aquarius, and you can lay down this heavy load of, I'm not good enough, I don't matter, nobody loves me, nobody really cares about me, it's all about what I have, what I can do, what I give. Like, set all of that down, because Chiron is bringing in the truth for you, to heal you, to let you know that you're okay, and that a lot of the issues that you face when it comes to yourself has to do with different experiences throughout your life's journey. And now is a really good time to recognize what is true about you. Like, what is beautiful about you? That's where we need to focus, not on where we're not good enough, or where you failed, or this or that or the other. It's time to lay down that load. No more regret, no more, you know, guilt and shame and whatever caused you to get out of balance with the true essence of your value and your worth, Aquarius, okay? So it's all about first house. And you, my friend, Chiron is offering you lots of healing, especially on things that you thought you were over, but you're noticing them resurfacing through this retrograde. Here comes Chiron to give you that healing that you need. So, Aquarius, those are your messages. If you require further guidance, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck you are most drawn to. Hi, Pisces. Let's go ahead and pull a card and see what area of your life Chiron is offering the most healing for you between now and December. Okay, so you guys have the 8th house, and you know what? I am a Pisces, and this is actually where Chiron sits for me. In my natal chart, it's the 8th house, so yay! Not this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. This is about connections to other people, but connections that you feel very, very strongly. It's also about sexuality, all right? Because the 8th house is Scorpio, and Scorpio is very intense emotions, like, I don't want to go into all of that just because of the nature of this reading, but this is where Chiron is showing up for you guys, and where you've been screwed over, you know, in relationships in the past, where you've been wronged, where things haven't been fair, where you haven't been, maybe you were sharing all you had, but, you know, nobody gave back to you. All of that type of energy, like sexual issues, sexual traumas here. People that you felt really strong connections and emotions to, and it didn't work out, it went bad, it really traumatized you. Here, this is where all of that exists. And here comes Chiron saying, okay, let's go ahead and dig up any and all things that are still hurting in this area of your life. So this just naturally happens, Pisces, okay? And it's good, though, because it gives you a chance to release, to heal, to finally let the past be the past and set down anything that is only harming you, not helping you on your journey. Chiron is here to heal, which, you know, sometimes that means that Chiron rips the scab off because it's not really healed, throws some peroxide in there, and then some ointment and bandages it up, and then you've just got to deal with it, you know, but it's for your own good, and it's a thorough healing, a thorough purification, so that, you know, you can move forward. And this is a hard area to work with as far as healing goes. It's like I said, the intense emotions. So Pisces, let's pull a card to see What area inside of you specifically? All right, so we have Jupiter, your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. So, okay, we like this. This is good. If you've been feeling like just very taken advantage of, very unlucky when it comes to people you really connect with or people that you share all you have with, it's like Chiron is healing this so that you are reaching for better. It's like restoring the magic of your belief system, you know, where you are starting to feel more appreciated in general by other people, because as you heal and love yourself, that's energy that you're giving off, and it's easier for other people to love you and want to heal with you, okay? You know, just think about it, like anybody on a self-improvement journey, as they focus on their healing and their forgiving and letting this go and letting that go, ask them, so many people of their past start resurfacing in their life, and it's, you know, the people showing up is because they want a new connection with this person, and the person that they're coming back to is like, oh, you know, thank you for the closure, but I'm somebody else now, like I've really changed myself and I've moved on, and we're just not compatible at this point in my life. That's what this is right here, okay, where, you know, you're finally ready to like step up and move on. And if you allow the healing to take place by Chiron and you work on yourself and those intense emotions and your traumas, it's like your luck is restored. So Jupiter showing up here as what's being healed inside of you. I would say when Jupiter goes direct, which I think, is it this month or next month? It's either July or August, Jupiter is going direct. So I'm sorry, I don't know that right offhand. That's when I feel like things are starting to change for Pisces. With this 8th house energy. Jupiter is supporting Chiron with Pisces healing. And so we had these two cards fall out. We have the King of Fire, and we have the Page of Cups, and now we have the Fool. So yes, Pisces, this healing with Chiron is all about making you ready and prepared for your next adventure forward, okay? And also helping cleanse of any darker emotions that you still carry attached to this 8th house energy, because like once Jupiter goes direct, I just feel like this is a brand new beginning for Pisces, and it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or what's going on. You, Pisces, your energy, who you are, the way you're vibrating is going to be very different, all right? It's like Chiron has to swoop back through Pisces, do that last cleanse, and then move on. And so here comes Jupiter going direct, bringing luck to Pisces. Chiron finally moving back into Aries by February. And I just feel like Pisces, by the end of the year, you're really just in a much better place. Like things you thought you wanted, you don't even want anymore. You're like, that doesn't even fit on me anymore. And it's at one time it was very intense. You might have been obsessing over it, but now it's like, I'm free of this. I don't need this. And with Jupiter here and you know, the King of Wands, it could be a Sagittarius, a new Sagittarius coming into your life, or this could be a healing with the Sagittarius, because Chiron does mend relationships, okay? It definitely mends things. But I just feel like Pisces is ready for a new adventure. I mean, look at, we have the Fool here, and then look at here on the card. It's like you just naturally want something new because you're healed. You're like, damn, I can't believe I was waiting around for all that. Ugh, I don't want that no more. Seriously, like that's totally what I see here. And those emotions that just been hanging around inside of you, and you're like, oh, I can't shake this. They're gone. Chiron comes in, they're gone. You're ready for your next adventure, and where you're headed, Pisces, is so much better than where you've been. You have the shooting star. Jupiter is all about luck and confidence and belief and courage, and you are filled with it. You are ready for your next adventure after Chiron moves direct. So Pisces, those are your messages. For Chiron Retrograde, if you require further guidance or clarity, click on the deck of the click on the timestamp of the deck you are most drawn to. Hi Aries, how are you? Let's go ahead and pull a card to see what area of your life Chiron is offering the most healing. Okay, I feel like it's this one. I was trying to shuffle and I was like, nope, and I was eyeing this one. It is this one. So we have the third house, your potential to learn something new in your local neighborhood. This is also about communication and like short-term travel, things like that. So the third house being where Chiron is coming in to heal you is this is learning and communication. So, some of you, this is where you're going to finally be able to effectively communicate how you feel, what you want, and you will have connection and healing through different conversations with people that you need to have, or you could just start feeling more empowered and confident in your own voice, okay? Also with learning here, you can, through Chiron's healing, you can finally get some clarity and understanding about, you know, why certain situations played out the way they did, seeing your role in it from an entirely new perspective, really gaining insight and wisdom on your past experiences, who you were dealing with, but also your own actions and your own choices and how, you know, all of that played out, cause and effect. And I just also, because Chiron is the mender, you know, there might be a lot of people that reach out to Aries during this Chiron healing cycle, and it goes from now till December, okay? It's a very slow moving energy. So this is something that's taking place over time. You will be having conversations with people that you need to have these talks with, deeper talks, intellectual conversations where something is actually gained from it, deep understanding, wisdom. And let's go ahead and pull a card to see what Chiron is offering to heal inside of you, personally attached with this third house energy. All right there. Oh my goodness, look at, here's your Mars. Yeah, this is, that's why I was feeling like to communicate effectively, to be confident in what you're saying, confident in your voice. Your physical energy drives strength and fighting spirit. So your own energy, Aries, your spirit, Chiron is bringing healing to you, the core of you, which is going to allow you to better communicate yourself and what you want, and not back down, like state your truth and hold it, you know, even if somebody's trying to push against it and you know that you're right, but they're like trying to convince you or manipulate you in any way that you're not. It's like, no, I know that I'm right, and you're confident and strong in that, opposed to maybe wanting to listen to what they say more because it's sweeter than the truth, right? Sometimes the lie is much sweeter than the truth, but it's only a temporary sweetness. So Aries, you guys, Chiron is healing the core essence of you, which is going to allow different conversations to take place. It's going to allow you to communicate yourself better, and also bring you into understanding about, you know, just different things and why they played out the way that they did. Also, some of you may have started school or like a course of some kind to extend your education somehow, some way, and maybe you stopped halfway through or didn't complete it. And with Chiron coming through in this area, perhaps you will decide to pick that up again and complete it, all right? So let's pull some tarot. Yeah, look at this. We have the Hermit coming out first. This is Aries right here, knowing their inner truth and feeling confident and secure within themselves and speaking their truth and not backing down, knowing that you are correct, okay? And next we have the World. So I feel like this is more speaking of how this process is slowly unfolding between now and the end of the year. And then we end with the Four of Wands. Okay, I see. Your inner truth is no longer going to let you settle or hang on to anything that isn't serving you, that's not really making you happy. It's like there's this third house, but it could be anywhere of your life where you are putting up a front, where you're not really happy, you're not really satisfied whatsoever. It may have been that you were confused about it, or you didn't know how to communicate how you feel, or maybe you were too afraid to do so. But now here comes Chiron, and it's totally invigorating you, where you are not going to stand for any injustice. You're not going to settle to make somebody else happy anymore. You're not going to self-sacrifice for anybody else's needs. Okay, Aries, it's like, no, here's my truth and you need to deal with it. And if you can't handle my truth, I don't have anything for you anymore. I've learned my lesson when it comes to you, and I'm ready to move forward. I don't want to linger here in between anymore, because for some of you this is like a limbo, but your inner truth is going to become far too strong, and you're just not going to be able to hold back. You're not going to be able to sacrifice for anybody else. It just will feel so uncomfortable on you, because you have learned through these several months, through Chiron's healing, and it has brought you back to life, and your inner truth is stronger than anything else, and you won't be able to turn away from it. So this is a very empowering cycle for Aries. And if you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp of the deck that you feel most drawn to. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Let's go ahead and pull a card to see, oh, okay, what area of your life Chiron is bringing healing. And we have the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. So 10th house right now, we have Pluto and Saturn both retrograde. So here comes Chiron to bring you healing in those areas, because retrogrades are all about review, right? And we also have Mars and Neptune retrograde. So like, this is a time of really seeing things for what they truly are: situations, people, behaviors in ourselves, patterns in ourselves. All right, it's just like an overall evaluation of life. And with Chiron, this is from now till December, so it's a very slow moving energy. The healing that's taking place is very subtle, and you will only notice it after a bit of time when you look back and see how far you've come. So Chiron, it's all about your career, or your status in the outside world, you know, the way you are presenting yourself, what you want, how you want people to see you in a professional light, like what you are offering. There's a lot of healing. So if you've had a lot of bad luck in your career sector, any traumas and energies that are still hanging out with you because of that are going to be healed and released. So you guys might have a lot of changes taking place in your career area of your life over these next 5 months. You might decide a whole new career path entirely. A company you've been with for a really long time that maybe just hasn't appreciated you or given you the raises or benefits you deserve. It's like you're ready to let it go and embrace something new. So let's pull a card to see what area within you Chiron is offering healing. And look at here, we have Jupiter. So your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Yes. I just feel like, Taurus, there's something about your career, like either you're not satisfied, you're not being appreciated, you don't feel like very lucky, you may have been just doubting yourself. There's just, you know, something about your career sector that needs healing. And what's beautiful is Jupiter is about to go direct. Okay, so Jupiter is going to bring us love and luck and happiness and courage. And this is going to be in your 10th house. So if you've been thinking about changing your career entirely, you are going to have the confidence to do it as Chiron moves through you and offers the healing so that you can release the past. Others of you that are not like appreciated at your current company, it's like you're going to have the courage to go somewhere else, and the faith and belief that you'll be able to make more money, because sometimes we hang on to a job for a long time because we're scared we'll never make that much money somewhere else, right? Sometimes jobs pay you that much money just so they can treat you crappy. Just be careful and mindful of that. I actually worked for a company that was like that, where the pay was incredibly good for the job. And I just thought, oh, you know, this is a very profitable, lucrative company, but it wasn't that. It was because there wasn't much else. Like, they had to pay their people like that or nobody would stay. So, you know, if you find yourself in a situation like that, Chiron's healing you so that you can move on and move away from it and have happiness, you know. Always when you're going for a new job, ask the universe for money and happiness. Not just that nice big fat paycheck, but also a great deal of happiness that comes along with that paycheck. And the universe will have your back. And, you know, if you are due for a promotion or a raise over these next 5 months, like, I feel like it's going to happen for you, and better than you think, okay? So let's pull some tarot. Yeah, look at this. It's, you have just some shocking epiphanies or shocking new opportunities, or just courage, cojones, to be like, I'm out of here. Like, I want something completely different for myself. Huge change and shakeup for Taurus. But remember, this is healing. And we have Jupiter, so this is good stuff. And we have the Two of Cups. So to me, this is like maybe some of you are thinking of opening a business with your partner or with a friend or with a family member. And with Jupiter going direct and Chiron moving through, you finally have the courage to actually do it, okay? Because we have the Tower here. It's shocking, big time changes, completely new directions, unexpected luck. And it's, for some of you, this is involved with another person. But for others of you, this is more about that happiness we talked about, where you're desiring stability and happiness and connection and feeling like you actually fit and belong within your company environment, more than that big fat paycheck, okay? It's like wanting connection and happiness. And willingness to give up on what's just not working, okay? So again, if you've really just been experiencing a lot of struggle or bad luck as you perceive it in this 10th house, all of that changes through this Chiron retrograde coming back for the healing for you guys. It's, you know, the career sector, and, you know, you guys having the strength and courage to try something brand new, go back to school, to get a degree, to completely change your career. If you need to give up on an idea or a current company that you work for, like, it's just, you're ready. It's really good, and there's something nice coming in. So Taurus, beautiful energy for you guys, but big time changes here, big time changes. I love that Jupiter showed up. If Jupiter wasn't there, I might be a little concerned, but it looks good. So if you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck you are most drawn to. Hello, Gemini. Let's pull a card and see which area of your life Chiron is offering you guys the most healing between now and December. All right, so we have the 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So Gemini, many of you, this has a lot to do with your spirituality or belief system. And with Chiron coming through to offer healing there, to me, that says many of you experienced something that maybe really shook your faith, really made you question your religion, your belief system, your spirituality. You know, does God love everybody? Like that type of stuff. There's, you know, something that happened that, you know, really rattled your faith. It could be even your faith in yourself. Maybe you did something and you're like, how could I have ever done that? Like, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? You know, it's just, this is spiritual energy, and this is where Chiron is coming to offer you healing. If some of you have been really, you don't ascribe to any faith or religion or, you know, belief system, Chiron coming through might awaken you. You might start having a soul awakening between now and the end of December. Overall, Gemini, this is like you really connecting to your soul, to your inner guidance, to your spirit guides, to the deity in which you believe in, your ancestors, your passed on loved ones. All right, very, very spiritual energy for Gemini between now and December in healing. So if you've been mourning a passed over loved one, Chiron is definitely offering you some healing in that area of your life as well. So let's pull a planet card here and see what area within you specifically Chiron is offering healing. All right, so we have Mars here. Mars is currently retrograde right now as well. Your physical energy drives strength and fighting spirit. So yeah, you are going to be brought back to life. If you've been feeling kind of lethargic or like, you know, you're participating in life, but there's a big part of you that's just not even there, or you've just not felt your passion for life or your passion for anything, it's all being restored for you. So great healing spiritually, and also great healing for Gemini for self overall. That's what Chiron is offering you. So let's pull a couple of tarot cards here to get a bit more information. Yeah, and this is a slow moving energy because it's between now and, you know, the end of the year pretty much. So this is a process that will be unfolding for you guys between now and then. Deep spiritual healing and healing of self. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands here. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And look at here, we end with the Three of Cups. Yes, Gemini. There's going to be new opportunities coming your way. Finances should stabilize. We're happy. We're celebrating. This is like beautiful energy for Gemini. Great healing energy. And I would say this is a 9, and then we have the 9th house. So I'm going to say in September, Gemini is when you're really going to be noticing and feeling the effects of the energy that Chiron has offered you for healing, and you're going to start receiving these newer opportunities. This could be, you know, where a new job offer comes into play, or you switch jobs, or money comes in, or you just feeling really on point because we're celebrating, we're happy, we're feeling good. So Gemini, great energy for you guys, spiritually and about yourself personally. You're being healed in those areas, and it's allowing new opportunity, abundance, and happiness and prosperity to come in. So Gemini, those are your messages for this Chiron retrograde. If you require more guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck that you are feeling most drawn to. Hello, Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what area of your life Chiron is offering you the most healing. All right, you guys have the 9th house. Gemini also received this. This is about your spirituality, okay? Broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So This could be where your faith has been shaken somehow, some way, and you've really been questioning things, questioning your place in the universe, questioning, you know, is there even a God? You know, just each and every one of you, it's different. This could also be where it's somebody passed on and it really hurts you, like it caused a great deal of pain, and so you've been in mourning, and it's, you know, interfered with your relationship with the divine. So for many of you, there is great healing in the area of your life of spirituality, faith, and religion. Also, some of you could really decide to further your education, to really further your career with this ninth house energy. So let's pull a planet card to see what area inside of you specifically Chiron is offering healing attached to this ninth house. Oh, we have Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So with the Venus coming out for you guys attached to this ninth house, many of you, this is a reconnection or a deepening connection to a spirit, to your religion, to your faith, to passed on loved ones, finally really healing from that and feeling okay about it. Many of you, this is also your career, because this is, you know, extending yourself academically, and Venus is, you know, also part of second house energy, which is our finances, assets, and things like that. So Cancer looks like it's getting an overhaul of energy for healing spiritually, in regards to your finances and your money, also your physical body and the way you see yourself, the way you love yourself, the relationship you have with your physical body. And Venus is also attached to seventh house, which is our long-term partnerships, friends, family, romance. So we're having a deep cleaning spiritually, I feel, in second house. Yeah, look at, as I'm saying that, Cancer, look what flies out, and look at this big crab right here on the front of this moon card. Yeah, this is more spiritual than anything else, and it's like an overhaul for Cancer, which is attached not only to this ninth house, but second and seventh house healing. And I feel like that's what expands this spirituality for you guys. Yep, moving on, the heartache that other relationships have brought into our life. And, you know, where we were fooled, where somebody gave us false love and, you know, pretended that they were into us, whether it's friend or family or lover. This is, you know, where somebody probably, you know, this is more of a using energy on this side. And look at here, we have the Nine of Swords. So 9 and the ninth house here, Cancer. Some of you have been really blocked from being able to move on from whatever this right here represents for you personally as like a trauma, a hurt, or a heartache. And again, this could be second house, seventh house, or ninth house energy. And whatever this is has created a lot of negative thoughts for you, and it's created a prison of your mind, whether you realize it or not. And some of you may have been blaming the universe, blaming the divine, and here's Spirit trying to say, no, Cancer, you've got to change your thoughts, okay? That's where the healing needs to come in, is any lower vibrational thoughts of feeling like life isn't fair, that nothing works out for you, that nobody loves you, that everybody screws you over, that everybody uses you. That very well may be your experience. But listen, Cancer, in order to let a new experience in, instead of focusing on where you've been and how bad that hurt, it's time to heal that energy and focus all your thoughts on what you do desire out of life, what you do feel you're worth, you know, happiness, joy, prosperity, abundance, genuine love, all those things, okay? Focus there, because Chiron is coming to offer you healing in your mental body, ninth house, second and seventh house, where there was falsity and great harm and pain. So This could be very powerful and profound next several months for Cancer, where you can really just release the past and move forward, okay? So Cancer, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp for the deck you are most drawn to. Hi, Leo. Let's see what area of your life Chiron is offering the most healing for you. All right, so we have the 7th house. This is all the significant relationships in your life. Friends, family, romantic. These are important people. This wouldn't be just like flings or casual acquaintances. These are all the relationships that really meant something to you. Okay, so any traumas and heartaches and hurts that you still have within, attached to the 7th house energy, that's what Chiron is bringing to you, is offering you for healing, so that you can let go and move on from the past, from the hurts of the past. So let's pull a card to see what area Chiron is offering you healing inside of you specifically. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is all about relationships. Because Venus is the ruler of the 7th house, I'm not even going to talk about the 2nd house, which is also part of Venus, because Venus is 7th house, the house of Libra. Venus rules Libra. So Leo, what I see here, what Chiron's offering you guys between now and December, is incredible healing in all of your relationships that have harmed you, or Chiron is also the mender. So there can be reconnections, there could be closure found for Leo between now and December, you know, in any relationships that have just been left really open-ended, or there's just still a lot of hurt and heartache to work through before you can even get to that closure. Here comes Chiron offering you the energy to heal. And you guys are the only sign that received the house that actually has the corresponding planet attached to it. So I know 100% for Leo, it's all about your significant relationships for you guys. Whether it's to finally heal, let go, move on. Yeah, look at that. Because some of you have been very scathed, and it's time for success. Some of you, it's to heal and move on, but others of you, I do feel like there's some reconnections, you know, maybe some friends you had falling out with, family members that you had falling out with. Those of you who are single, maybe you and a past romance are going to reconnect during this Chiron retrograde. But remember, this is between now and December, so this is a very slow moving energy. The healing takes place over the course of several months, so you won't feel it as it's happening exactly. It will be as you look back that you will really notice that. And oh my god, look at this, 9 of Cups for Leo. So that's ultimate happiness, Leo. That's really good stuff. We have the 2 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Cups. So I have to say, yes, Leo, I really feel like you guys are going to have a lot of reconnections between now and December with friends, family members, even ex-lovers, okay? Because these are missed opportunities. So even missed opportunities are showing back up in Leo's life between now and the end of December. Like, Leo, Chiron is coming in for a great healing and purification in your relationship sector of your life, and it's happiness. Like, this is the wish card. Even though you are feeling maybe pessimistic and doubtful, and you worry, like, you know, these people you are reconnecting with, you're like, you know, is this real? Is there any longevity in it? And I feel like there is, okay? So feel good in that, in the relationships that show up. And the hurts and heartaches that you really need to heal and mend and let go of, do whatever it takes between now and the end of the year to do that. You will feel so much happier, so much more free, okay? And with missed opportunities, Leo, there are a lot of people returning back to Leo between now and the end of the year. That's what I see here. It's all about relationships, and either we're returning back to Leo for closure and understanding, or returning back to Leo because, you know, we're going to mend, and there's another opportunity to have a connection and a relationship here, whether it's friend, family, or lover. Okay, Leo? So awesome. Like, everybody would like healing in their relationship sector, and people coming back and letting you know what you mean to them, right? And since this is general, some of you are going to be reaching out to certain people, but you'll feel led to do it, or the universe is just going to naturally have you guys run into each other somehow, some way, okay? So Leo, those are your messages for Chiron retrograde. If you need more advice or clarity, go ahead and click on the deck, the timestamp of the deck you are most drawn to. Hi, Virgo. Let's pull a card to see which area of your life Chiron is offering the most healing during this retrograde cycle. Ooh, we got the second house. So this is money, your assets, finances, and the things you value. So, you know, your money, your resources, your investments, your abundance. Also, this could be about your physical body. Some of you may want to really get healthier, or even have some sort of procedure done to improve your appearance. All of that is taking place. Healing in this area is taking place for Virgo. So between now and the end of the year, there's healing energy coming in for the second house. And that, for most of you, is money. So you can expect a healing to take place in your finance sector of your life. A new, better job could show up. Unexpected money could come in, because this is healing to this house. That's what Chiron's bringing you. So let's see what comes out in the planet cards. Let's see what area within you Chiron is offering healing. Oh my gosh, and we have Jupiter. Yes, Virgo, hell yes. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. So yes, if you are thinking of any sort of self-improvement, or even having a procedure, it's like it will bring you the joy that you seek, okay? If you've been having struggles with money, this is, you know, luck coming in. Jupiter is the planet of luck, you know, that it gives us gifts and surprises and lots of fun. It's not Saturn, that's for sure. So this luck is happening in your second house. You're getting healing in this area, which is where you haven't been having luck. You're going to start having luck. But again, this is a slow-moving energy, so this takes place between now and the end of the year. But definitely an improvement for Virgo in the finances. Thank you, Chiron. And for those of you that this is all about your body, whatever you're doing or going to do is going to really restore your confidence and your courage and belief in yourself. All of you with this Chiron healing is going to have your faith and courage restored within you. Virgo is just going to be feeling good by the end of the year. So let's see what the tarot has to add to that. Yeah, we're feeling very wise. We're feeling very sound within ourselves. Okay? Where, you know, we were worried, we were struggling, we were feeling guilty about money, all of that's getting healed. Some of you, this could be attached to a water sign. And now we end with this Seven of Wands. So listen, Virgo, yes, there is an elevation to your finances by year's end, or there's an elevation to your physical appearance where you're really feeling good and confident and sexy about who you are. Your finances are improved. The only thing, though, is I feel like for some of you, there is somebody else attached to this energy for you, and a choice you have to make to improve your finances, because, you know, sometimes the improvement comes by our choice, the choice that we make, and also some things that we must sacrifice in order to hold on to or obtain other things. And with this, some of you may be attached to another person where you're feeling really guilty, like you know what the solution is for you, but it's not going to make somebody else happy. Listen, Virgo, you've got to do you. You've got to put you first. And, you know, Chiron is coming into this area of your life, so it's going to be a really strong urge for you, and you need to follow it, because by the end of the year, you're feeling very elevated, much more elevated, empowered, and secure than what you feel right now. Okay, Virgo? So those are your messages. Absolutely wonderful. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the deck, the timestamp for the deck you are most drawn to. Hi, Libra. How are you? Let's go ahead and pull a card to see what area of your life Chiron is offering you the most healing. Libra. Ooh, we have the 11th house, Libra. So this is all about your dreams and your wishes and your goals. Some of you, this could have to do with like friends. You know, maybe there's a lot of friendships that are on the fritz right now, or there's a lot of people you would love to reconnect to. And here comes Chiron through your 11th house, offering healing and reconnection with those relationships, because it's friends, okay? Also, if you feel like you've had bad luck lately, here comes Chiron to heal that energy. If, you know, you just feel like you've been spinning your wheels when it comes to your dreams and your goals and all the things you're trying to achieve, here comes Chiron to offer you healing and clarity and understanding, so you know what you need to do different or what you need to let go of to achieve what it is. But more than that, it's like your luck's changing, but for the betterment. So, and this takes place between now and the end of the year. It's going to be a slow moving energy, Libra. So let's pull a planet card to see what area within you Chiron is offering healing. All right, so we have Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Yes. With Pluto sitting here, I could totally get it, how some of you have been feeling like you just haven't had the best of luck so far this year. But, you know, Pluto's a bit like Saturn. It's a teacher, a transformer, and by year's end, with this 11th house and this being what's held inside of you, Libra, I just feel like life is in a much better place. And if you feel like you've been having a lot of bad luck, it's like all of that changes. And with rebirth, there is going to be a lot of reconnection for you guys with friendships that, you know, you just lost touch with or had falling outs with. Some of you, because Pluto is 8th house, this could be reconnection of like really intense relationship where you had a lot of deep emotions and things ended badly and that left you, you know, in pain. It's like here comes Chiron with this transformational healing energy, and some of you, this is where we can finally get the closure and understanding, and for others of you, this is like a reconnection and a new beginning, because Chiron does reconnect people. So we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Page of Cups. So some of you, this could be a water sign attached, if this is a relationship specifically, or an earth sign. But what I'm seeing here is Chiron is coming in to heal, you know, the places where like you've given up, you feel like you don't have bad luck, like nothing's working out for you. If it's not one thing, it's another, and you keep a lot of this to yourself and you just chalk it up to your luck or your lot in life, and I suppose this is how it will always be, and I'm just going to deal with it. guess what, Libra? Here comes Chiron offering you great healing in this 11th house energy where your luck is going to increase. And some of you, by the end of the year, it's just like a whole new vibe happening for you guys. There's reconnection of friendships. You're willing to put yourself out there, and your confidence is restored, and you're feeling like the universe is on your side. Okay, so if your luck's felt challenged, it's because Pluto's really been working with you. Okay, so Libra, those are your messages. Expect good things. Allow the healing to take place. Allow the reconnections or the understanding and closure, just depending on how you feel about whoever's trying to reconnect with you. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Hello, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and pull a card to see what area of your life is being offered the most healing by Chiron. All right, so we have the 4th house for Scorpio. You guys are the only sign that received this particular card. Your home and the roots of your being. So Scorpio, Chiron is coming in to offer healing between you and family members, you and your child, you and your parent, you know, just depending, you and your spouse. If you have a lot of pain and heartache around children or your own children in general, Chiron is coming. If it's about your home, like maybe you lost your home or you don't like where you're living or something along those lines, Chiron is bringing you healing in that area, because the 4th house is home and family and your roots and all the things that you relate you know, to those energies. So what you think is your family, that's where healing is coming into play. If your home life has been unstable, healing is coming into that area. Okay, so let's see what area within you is being offered great healing. And this Chiron is, you know, doing this retrograde between now and December. So this is a slow moving energy, Scorpio. It will take place over these next few months. So, wow, look at here. This is what's being healed inside of you. This is Pluto. This is your ruling planet, all right? Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. So, Scorpio, what I see here is 4th house and 8th house energy, because 8th house is shared resources, intense emotions, sexuality, right? So you guys, it's 4th house and 8th house. Big time healing around like marriage, family, the resources you share with another person, any sort of sexual traumas. And we're having a huge transformation take place for you guys between now and the end of the year. So I say huge transformation, but it will be very slow moving. So you won't notice it. And look at this. This falls out right as I begin to shuffle. Many of you, this is between you and another person, a very specific relationship. It could be your partner. It could be a family member, a mother or father, brother or sister, aunt, uncle. You know, it's different for everybody. Or this could be you and your child, or you and your parent. It just really depends. This is general, so it's different for each of you. But yes, profound, deep healing between now and December in that 4th and 8th house for Scorpio. So if you don't know much about the 4th or 8th house, I would recommend doing a Google search and reading about it, because Chiron's coming in to heal, because Pluto is about to transform. Oh my God. And your own card just flew out. Yep, Pluto is about to transform. And so we had this Queen of Pentacles fly out. This is definitely about family. This is somebody who always keeps it together, who's always there for everybody. This could be your energy, Scorpio, or this could be the energy of, you know, this 4th and 8th house for you, who you're dealing with. This could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but this is a person who really does a lot, goes above and beyond for everybody. And this is where we're having healing. This is where we're having transformation. Because look, this is the Death card. This is the card that represents you in the tarot. So yeah, something is ending. We are, or has ended. We are rebirthing through this Chiron retrograde, Scorpio. And look at here, we end with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like your destiny. You are transforming, phoenix rising from the ashes over these next 5 months. And I just feel like whatever is going on right now today, by December, you're just going to be so much more solid, grounded, and stable. You're going to let go of whoever you really need to let go of. You're going to reconnect and mend the relationships that are actually truly in your highest good. And it's like the universe is orchestrating all of this for you. Okay, you're just making the choices of who you're interacting with, but the universe is orchestrating it all for you. So very, very deep reading for you, Scorpio. Definitely look into that 4th and 8th house, because I see big time changes happening for you guys in that area of your life. And it's just like your destiny. And there are things that will end, but to make things, make room for things that are more in your highest good, you know, the rebirth, much happier place to be. So Scorpio, those are your messages. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp of the deck you are most drawn to. Okay. So we will start with Native Spirit. Let's see what Native Spirit has to add and offer to help you move through this healing energy that Chiron is offering you between now and the end of the year. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. We have ancestors. So those of you who were attracted to native spirits, your ancestors, your passed on loved ones, even ancestors that you have no idea exist, that walked this earth, that you had a lineage connection to, they are trying to assist you through this Chiron retrograde in the areas that you need healing. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities of nature, because those are your ancestors bringing you messages, all right? Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you in general. If you feel the presence of a passed on loved one, that's because they are there with you, offering you love, healing, support, and guidance. Those of you who are attracted to native spirit need to know that you are being very loved, supported, and guided by the non-physical realm right now through this Chiron retrograde. So the changes you know you need to make, they're really going to put it in your face, okay? But they're here to guide you and help you, and you will see evidence of this all around you. So make sure that you pay attention, okay? All right, so let's see what Advancing Life has to add to help you with this Chiron energy as you heal and move through these next several months. Okay, there we go. All right, ooh, we have Air Shadow. So this is meditation. This is letting you know that you really need to face your shadow self. You've really got to get real about your insecurities, your fears, and find it within you to want to overcome them, to want to face them, to want to stare them down, all right? Because there's something about your shadow self that is preventing your healing and your movement forward. And I think many of you will know exactly what this is for you personally. This could just be very negative thinking, you know, because you are thinking about the past and how it's always worked out a specific way. It will never be different, you know, that type of thing. Some of you, it's negative thinking. Some of you, it's, you know, harboring angry emotions or really hurt emotions and not really wanting to let them go. And some of you, this just could just be heavy energy that is hanging around, and it's there for a reason. With meditation, I would highly recommend you do sleep meditations to balance and clear your energy field and help you remove your negative blocks, and you will feel a lot of relief, and that will really allow that Chiron energy to do its job thoroughly. Okay, so those who are attracted to advancing life, it's all about the shadow side of yourself and getting that area of you in balance, all right? Okay, so those of you who were attracted to conscious spirit, let's see what advice is given to help you heal during this Chiron retrograde. All right, so we have movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. All right, so those of you who were attracted to conscious spirit, she is saying that the key to healing, the key to happiness is to get active, on board with it. Don't just sit around and wait for like the universe to make everything happen for you. This is, you know, the universe saying, listen, you've got to take an active role. You've got to participate. If you have a dream, then, you know, put it out there, but do what you can do to start making it real. Work with what you have. Take the first step and don't give up, you know, and trust that the universe will bring all things to help you achieve in the right time, but you've got to be active in it. Even though all of this beautiful energy is being offered by Chiron, again, you've got to get on board and participate and, you know, do the things that you feel prompted to do to help you heal, to help you release, to help you move forward. Make the changes that need to be made. Let the people go that truly need to be let go. Also with this card, if what you are seeking is about, you know, self-improvement or like physical improvement, this is a good confirmation that if you just put your mind to it, you will achieve it. So if you want a healthier, more fit body, do what it takes and you will achieve it. But also for others of you, this is saying if you are prone to like anxiety or a lot of pent up energy or nervousness, just getting active, going for walks, doing something to get your body moving, get your energy moving will really help you out, okay? So those are the messages that came out with that card. On that note, I will end this reading, and I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.